I'm hot tonight. My hands is a-shaking, my heart is pounding. I done sat with this all day and I can't take it no more. Tomorrow, a black mama gotta lay her son in the ground, y'all. 18 years old, her baby Nolan wails, and look what the system did this week while she was planning for a funeral. Can I tell y'all what the white system was doing and what they was planning? First, can we go down to Mississippi? The governor of Mississippi. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out, Governor Mississippi. He looked in the camera and cleared them white boys, baby, while admitting that he don't even know the facts. He don't know the facts. TMZ wrote that boys drowning. Yeah, TMZ, they in on it too. They are in on it too, okay? Before the autopsy even dropped, TMZ gonna write the boys drowning. The brother called us worthless blacks. Yeah, that's what the brother called us. The brothers from the boat, Wyatt and them, on that boat, he said it was his boat. Clock that T too. We're going to talk about that. And somebody mailed a hate. And I believe it's a white racist. I know it is. Who else going to leave some stuff like that? Hate mail grieving to the mother. Nolan Wells' mom got a lot of hate mail, y'all. All in 1 week. While a black family just trying to bury their child. We can't even do that in peace. We can't even bury Nolan Wells in peace. So you hear what I'm saying? They not even pretending no more. Y'all, the system is protecting its own right in our faces. They doing it on camera. They doing it in the print. They doing it in that mama's mailbox. Listen, I got something to say about all of it, okay? Honey, let's go. Tate Reeves, that's the governor of Mississippi. I told y'all I was going to stay on him. The most important, powerful man in that state of Mississippi. This man stepped on a microphone, y'all, this week and said 2 sentences that made my blood, it made my blood boil. Sentence 1, he says, I don't know all the facts surrounding the case. Sentence 2, he goes, I have yet to see a fact or a piece of evidence that suggests any foul play. How, Tate? How? You don't know the facts. You don't know the facts. Shut it up. But you know it wasn't foul play. Can y'all please tell me how that makes sense? You don't know what you're talking about, but yet you're trying to say it's foul play. You don't know shit, Tay. Make it make sense. Honey, say it to my face. How you clear somebody when you just admitted out your damn mouth that you ain't even read the file, Tate, okay? You the governor. The FBI is in your state touching digital evidence. It's a fight video out here, y'all. Yes. A dead black boy identified by his teeth. His face was so messed up, they had to identify Nolan Wells by his teeth, dental records. And you don't know all the facts. Why not, Governor? Ain't it your job? Ain't it your job to know the facts, Governor? A child is dead in your state and you don't know nothing. But see, we know what this is. We know what this is, y'all. This is the system protecting its own. Press 5 if you know what this is. This is the system protecting its own. That's all this ever was. The sheriff said no foul play in 36 hours. How can you say no foul play in 36 hours? And that sheriff and the governor of Mississippi, did y'all know they good Judies? Oh, yeah. 36 hours. We got no autopsy. We got no nothing. But we got the sheriff of Mississippi saying no foul play. And we got the governor of Mississippi don't know what the hell. He don't got the facts, but he's saying no foul play. Now the governor, 12 days later, still singing that same lullaby because the decision was already made before the body was cold. Y'all already decided it was an accident. Case closed. Let's move on like y'all do with all the other black boy bodies, okay? And honey, them words don't just float. They land. They land on the DA. They land on the grand jury. They land on every detective in that county. When the governor says no foul play, that's a ceiling cap. Yeah, that's the top telling the bottom, don't you dare go further for this black boy. Well, I got a ceiling for you, Tate. It's called the truth, and it ain't coming through your roof. Hello. And honey, don't let me get started on TMZ. Baby, TMZ made me sick this week. The headline they're going to put out here: Nolan Wells, not the first to drown in Horn Island waters. Locals say the current will humble you. See, TMZ is the same group that came out and told us Ashley, remember the black girl in Africa, she suicided herself. When we know damn well it was a white man, Joe McCain. But these whites, they use TMZ as a mouthpiece because they are all connected. They are all looking out for their own and protecting their own baby, okay? Honey, they already decided that the boy drowned on TMZ. They have already decided this. The autopsy ain't even out yet. And why Mississippi holding that? Because they waiting on that independent one because they want to line the lies up. Okay? The medical examiner, silent night, baby. But TMZ done solved the case from Los Angeles, child, all the way from LA. They done solved the case in Mississippi. How, Harvey? How much was the bag? Because you know he has to get paid off. Yes. Because look at the articles, y'all. Look at it. Every local is just anonymous. Every quote about how dangerous the water is, honey, and not one word about the phone. What about that? What about Nolan's phone? Not one word about Nolan keys. Not one word about the GPS that don't even match what the boys were saying. Not one word about that fight video. Not one word about that sinking boat at 3 to 4 o'clock, but it was driving around and getting it till 11 p.m. Girl, child, a whole article about water and nothing about the boys. They ain't talking about them white boys. The white boys are protected. Trust and believe. The system is protecting them. The white boys that took that child lifeline home with them. Do you hear what I'm saying? Honey, that's not journalism. That is publicity. Okay, publicity. That is a public stunt. Somebody paid for that article. Somebody paid for that article. Somebody needed drowning in your mouth before the autopsy drop. Okay? Because they know if you hear drowning 100 times, the truth gonna crawl up a hill. Drowning. They trying to brainwash you, honey. And notice, it's always like this when it's us. A black boy die and the media find every reason it was his fault. It's always our fault. We suicided ourselves. It was an accident. It's unsolved. Okay? He swam wrong. He parted wrong. He existed wrong. But let it be one of theirs. Tragic accident. Yeah. Before the body even identified. Same system protecting its own imprint. Well, guess what, TMZ? We see the bag and we see screenshotting everything. We are screenshotting everything, baby. Now, honey, brace yourself right now. I need y'all to brace yourself because the brother post got me so mad, I had to read it twice and I got to talk about it twice. I'm talking about Ike, the brother of one of those boys on that boat that left Nolan. Yeah, his words, not mine. I'm going to read this, okay? He said he was with my brother that day on my boat. Yeah, he chose to stay. They know who the girl is. It happens it happens at Horn island all the time. These guys posting this stuff on TikTok are worthless blacks who want nothing but views. Nolan has basically lived at my house for the past 3 years. We would never do anything to harm him. You already did by calling his people worthless blacks. Ooh, I wanted to say something, but God is protecting me right now. God, help me, Jesus. Okay, yeah, worthless blacks. That's what he called us. Not worthless people. Not worthless trolls. Worthless blacks. Mind you, it's a lot of white people that are speaking up for Nolan as well. But never mind that. Never mind the Hispanics. Never mind that. And I don't even care about that. It just lets you know how they felt about us. Worthless blacks. He looked at the people crying for a dead black boy and called them worthless blacks. And made sure to say black at the end of it, honey. That ain't no internet anger, y'all. That's table talk. That's what gets said in that household. Hate is taught. So what was them boys hearing for 3 years? Nolan lived under that roof too, allegedly. Now we know in hell Nolan was not living in that house, but he's trying to say that to throw dirt on the parents, to say the parents ain't shit because your son was being up under our roofs and he wanted to be like us and he wanted to be us. You know what I'm saying? But they got mad because Nolan got all the white women, right? And you know how they get jealous because all the the white women always want to be with the black boys. You know what I'm saying? Honey, and they get mad and jealous, child. Look it up. But yeah, honey. So what was being said about that baby Nolan while he ate at that table and called them family? That's what I want to know. It happened at Horn Island all the time. That's what the brother said. What happens at Horn all the time? The Devil Horns Island. The Devil Horns Island. The Satan Horn Island. What happens all the time, Ike? What? Boys not coming home? Black boys disappearing at parties? What is the that's not defense? That's a confession right there about that island. And these white men have been coming out confessing. They said killing black boys is their tradition in Mississippi. Okay? And I seen another white man. He said, we are tired of black men sleeping with our white women. And we gonna stop this shit. We gonna stop this shit. And then did you hear white women even coming out and say, if they ever been with a black man, the other white men see them as disgusting. They don't want nothing to do with them. So race is at play here, honey. Okay, but you know he noticed Ike said my boat, his boat, the racist brother, right? The boat Nolan didn't come home on belonged. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come home on that boat, but all his shit was on that racist boat, okay? And honey, to the man calling it worthless. Peep that out, because that's the same man that called black folks worthless blacks. And honey, we would never do anything to harm Nolan. That's what he said. Sir, the man is dead. Nolan is dead. On your boat, your water. And your response to a dead black boy is calling his people worthless and saying you would never do anything to harm him. You already harmed him. He's dead. Your ass sure didn't protect him. You sure wasn't there for him when he needed you the most. He's gone. How could you never do anything to harm, but you are? If Nolan was alive right now, he'd be so pissed how you treating his family. What? Child, 3 years, y'all. That's what he said. That baby lived in that house, slept there, ate there, loved them, and this was in the walls this whole time. Hate. This is why the system is protecting them, because they are the system. You know they see them young white boys as the future. They can't have no young white boys that got judges as mothers going to jail for murdering a black boy in this country. Hell no. They mamas is judges. They daddy got boats and lawyers on speed dial. I even heard one of their fathers is FBI agents. The system is protecting its own means, protecting their sons. Just, honey, that's what they doing, okay? And the next part. This one right here, honey, it took me out. While Christine, that's Nolan's mom, she's planning to bury her son tomorrow. She opened her mail. Somebody, a racist, somebody sent her some hate mail to her home, y'all. They got this woman address. They're doxing her. A picture of her crying at Sharpton's press conference. Dollar signs drawn all over her. Arrows pointing at Sharpton and Ben Crump saying this is about money. Are you kidding me? You are so sick. To her house. Y'all, her address, no return address, cowards, never signed their work. And just like when they marched up there to that White House on July the 4th, the same day they unalived Nolan, they had on masks. They didn't show us their identity. And these were your doctors, these were your governors, these were the DAs, the judges, all that. They're not going to identify themselves, just like when they sent the hate mail to her house. They didn't tell you who it's coming from, because they always gonna hide, because they cowards. But that's how you know it's racist and it's white supremacy, because white supremacists and racists, they never reveal who they really are. Okay, but honey, a black mama days from her son's funeral opening hate in her own mailbox. For what, y'all? For asking what happened to her baby? For letting people help her? And y'all, I need you to feel me on this. That woman lost her baby, her son, couldn't see his face. And while she's on her knees, they in her mailbox. They following her home. The governor is against her. The media is against her. The brother is against her. The mailbox is against her. And the whole world is against one black mother. And you know what she wrote back? May the Lord have mercy on your soul. Bold enough to send this crap, but not bold enough to list your return address. Please go touch some grass. Grace in the middle of hell. I'd say grace. There's a soldier mama. That's what you call a soldier mama. That's faith, honey, they can't even touch. But I ain't her tonight. I'm not her. I ain't got that much Jesus in me tonight. Whoever mailed that, you didn't shake her. You shook me. And you just proved every word we said about the spirit in this case. It mocked him. They out here putting out fake AI photos of a dead black boy. And then they calling us worthless blacks. And now they pushing hate in her mailbox, trying to intimidate her to shut it up. Honey, it still can't make her stop asking questions. That's what they really mad about. See? She won't stop, and she shouldn't stop. But y'all, God must have heard that mama crying, because a judge just stood up, y'all. Judge Carlos Moore, a Mississippi judge inside their own system. He said what the state needed to hear. He said there's enough for arrest right now. Honey, you don't need a grand jury to arrest. You don't need an indictment to bring them in. There's enough for an arrest. There's enough for a search warrant. Should have been already done. And then the judge dropped the bomb that just blew the whole accident out the damn water. He said if this was an accidental drowning, the DA could close it herself. Nothing to present. But the DA announced a grand jury and the FBI is here. His words, honey, there's something not clean in the milk. And they know it. Ooh, you smell that? Ooh, honey, it's something dirty with this. Ooh, I can smell the trifling. Ooh, I smell the lies. Ooh, it's a setup. It's a cover up. Ooh, I smell it, honey. You hear that? A judge inside their own machine just called the machine guilty. The grand jury is proof. The FBI is proof. So when the governors say no foul play, they're lying. They're lying, and his own government is proving it. The system protects its own, baby, but somebody else just refused to play. And the cracks are spreading when you put pressure on it, baby, okay? And honey, we gonna always apply that pressure, okay? So here we at, y'all. Here we at, the night before funeral. One for the boy, one for the truth. If we let them bury it, they got a system, y'all. Old, funded, connected, governor, microphones, TMZ headline, judges' robes, sheriff that don't sleep through sheriffs that sleep through investigations, okay? What she got? One mama. One. What Nolan got? What does Nolan got? He got us. That's all he got. He got us, y'all. He got us. That's all he got. Them white boys ain't looking for him. Them white boys ain't looking for justice for the killer. They over there pointing at Katie, talking about Katie's the killer. Katie's the killer. Okay? The system protects its own. We protect ours. We, the system, now. You hear me? We, the investigation, now. We, the pressure, now. We, the headlines they cannot buy, now. So tomorrow, while she lay her son down, we flood it. Every post, every share, every tag. Make the whole world watch Mississippi bury that boy with no autopsy, no arrest, and no answers. Make them bury him in front of the world. Governor Reeves, we heard both sentences. We saving a clip for the trial. TMZ, we see the black. We see that bag you got, boo. We see how you selling us out. Ike, your boat, your words, your move. Wyatt, Andrew, Evan, Warren, a judge said there's enough arrests for all of y'all. Sleep well tonight, boo-boo. Okay, and Judge Carlos Moore, I want you to keep talking. Keep talking. We need 100 more of you. To Christine, you are not alone, baby. You are not alone in front of that machine no more, mama. We are standing with you, all of us. Nolan Wells, tomorrow we cry. Tuesday, we fight. Say his name, type it, tag it, scream it. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with every single person who needs to hear it, honey. Stay on their necks, y'all. That the system protects its own. Remember that. Honey, we protect ours. We ride till the wheels fall off.